Hey Virgo, this is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage, Soul Tarot, for your February soulmate check-in. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What do they intend to do about it? Who is it that you're dealing with? You know, deep on the inside, well, look at that. That just flipped right out. Okay, this is what they're thinking about. They're thinking about you as a soulmate, as a past life connection, as someone who, they feel nostalgic. Maybe you've known them through childhood, all the things that people talk about. Six of Cups. It's a moment of shift and change when things move to the next level. And they are recognizing you. And they are thinking how, sort of about the amazing moment that they're in when they come across someone who causes them to want to draw so close and do so much exploration about all kinds of things. Spirit's talking to me about the things that are hidden. And you know what? They came through a tower moment, didn't they? Something happened. They're thinking about this. Maybe you guys have had a spat, an argument. Maybe you broke up and got back together. There's a pull. There's a strong pull. And so they are thinking about the happiness that they have in their heart, that things have turned around because the tower's upside down. Something happened. Just, clearly. It may be with you. It may be with somebody else. And they've had to pull themselves back together because the tower is a changer of truth. So in order for them to be present, some process was something that they went through. And they're thinking about it. It's affecting them. They know. All right, Spirit, what is the other? Yeah, here you go. King of Pentacles. They also know their strength, Virgo. You might be dealing with a fellow earth sign. It's really interesting. Or perhaps a water sign. And either one of those are really just divine for you, Virgo. When you have somebody who sits, despite going through something like that, they sit in their power, they sit in their place, and they are thinking about you. They're not obsessing about this. It's done. They've come through it, and it helped them come into their power, which is really, really wonderful. All right. Cards are jumping. So let's take a look at how they're feeling. All right, we know what they're thinking, or at least some of it. Yeah, they are thinking how good they feel. So good and so strong and so full of, the power that is invested in the earth signs. And look, oh my gosh, love this. Okay? That's what they're thinking. And they're feeling it too, which is really wonderful. This is a person who's well in alignment with themselves. And they've been through some kind of intense transformation. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you know what? And they're feeling it. They are able to feel themselves again. And they are feeling like they are coming straight into victory when it comes to love and when it comes to being with you, Virgo. and they are feeling an intense amount of passion. Intense. And Virgo, yeah, could be anybody, right? But when we see the movement, the actual movement in their feelings, and it's coming through as fire sign energy, could be, right? And the King of Pentacles looks directly into the Wands and the new growth that's coming in so strong, and he's liking it. He's sitting firm in his place. Whoever this person is, they're kind of, they're passionate, but they got it going on. They're kind of cool and collected. See the dignity with which they're riding in? I like it. I really like this. Nine of Pentacles, already having a lot of bounty, Spirit is saying. Right? It may not be wealth. It may be wealth of self, being in command of themselves, and they know there's more to come. They know there's more to be had, and that's what they are feeling about the fact that you're in their life. It may cause them to understand that there is something more that can come to them. And you know what? They have been the hermit in their own life. Sorry about that. Because here's what they're intent on doing. This is what they're going to do about all this. They're not going to be a hermit, Virgo. It's really interesting. Write me a note. Let me know how many of you are involved with fellow earth signs. They have gone deep inside. And, they're feeling so free and so joyful and so abundant because they've come through whatever this difficulty was, and they finished the process. So, Spirit, what is it they're intending to do now at this point? Yeah, you know what? It's just to bring a lot of clarity to themselves and to you as they work in your direction. They know that there is more to harvest from the situation that they went through. And they're strong enough to be able to step outside themselves and look and do the work. It's really interesting. I want to know who this person is. Someone who has the ability to be present despite the fact that Spirit's talking to me about trauma. Something really traumatic happened. And it did shake them off their foundation, but they came through it and they did what they needed to do. And maybe they did it because they're thinking about you and they just want to leave it behind and come into this place of clarity so that they can work on their passion and what it is they want to build with you. That's a beautiful amount of dedication. So let's pull from the runes for you, Virgo, and see what the fates have to say about this beautiful person that you're involved with that has a lot of ethics, a lot of strength, and they're not totally satisfied with what they have in the emotional realm. And they want victory. They want to come straight into their passion. All right, there goes soulmate. What is the Spirit saying? The celestial suit in which they operate. What's coming next for them? Yeah, this is the rune for opening. I love it. I love this. And you know, because this is what we're thinking, and we're seeing the Queen of Swords there, chopping things, you know, basically slicing through the air and bringing forward clarity, inspiration, what needs to be known. I'm going to put it right there because it is the King of Pentacles that opens himself, because this is what your soulmate's thinking about, and the decision was made to open themselves to this process. And again, I'm standing here feeling humbled because that's amazing. Okay, I'm going to read to you so you have some more information about this. Spirit says, and you can go on your merry way and get busy supporting and loving this person and accepting what they have to offer in the way they have to offer it at this moment. This is about opening and fire and the torch. Well, all right, I stand corrected. I want to put that right there. This is the rune of opening and renewed clarity, of dispelling the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your soulmate's life. Your soulmate is free now to both receive gifts and to know the joy of non-attached giving. Kano is the rune for the morning of activities, for serious, clear intent and concentration, all of which are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. This is one of the 13 cycle runes. The protection offered by Kano is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditioning. In relationships, your soulmate can now be a mutual, open partner, which may trigger and set in motion your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. Recognize that while on the one hand, your partner is limited and dependent, on the other, your partner exists at the perfect center where harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. Simply put, if your partner has been operating in the dark, there is now enough light for them to see that the patient on the operating table is themselves. That is just so beautiful. And they just get to work in fabulous Virgo fashion. I really love this. So Virgo, again, I've been saying it to a lot of folks today. Understand, I guess, how blessed you are to have the caliber of the person who's standing before you and the strength that they have within them when it comes to their thoughts about your presence in their lives. It's incredibly beautiful. Have a wonderful month, Virgo. I'll look forward to seeing you next month.